Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Shapira, and we are talking about the creation of a massive space opera in musical album form, which no one thinks you should do. Definitely not your mom, who you have surely disappointed enough. In a book, deciding whether you're going to do first person, third person, or point of view characters is a decision. In an album where you are utilizing singers as characters and there is no stage to gaze upon to see action, I find it crucial to have a narrator. Someone who can flat out tell you what the fuck is going on. This isn't one of those 70s, 80s rock operas where you listen to the album 8,000 times to try to figure the plot out. I want you to understand the plot as we go with no real issues. So, narrator. In the Puppet Shade Chronicles, our narrator is played by Haley Warner.
There was sadness when she left them. There was sadness when she disappeared. And in the memory of her shuttle, they'll light candles there for years. But Jenna, she's still breathing. She's just drifting far from home, starving in the darkness, dying all alone. The far beyond, the lost move on, here and gone, the black beyond. Where time slides on, each memory gone, far off songs, the black beyond.
In the past, not only have I used narrators, I have invented entire complicated reams of canon to explain why such a being exists. It's an attempt to rationalize the presence of the storytelling person. It harkens back to the kind of theater shows I grew up on, where narrators began to be explored, fourth walls broken, and meta reached. I like meta. Anyway, shows like Cabaret, Pippin, Into the Woods, The Drowsy Chaperone, and of course, Our Town. And a quick little side note, the London West End Hermes, Melanie Labari, will always be my personal Hermes. Anyway, I like meta, and I understand it's not for everyone, but I like it. Still, we use narrators with great care. They are fully fleshed out characters in themselves. They are never simply just there. That's boring, and it's a waste of an interesting opportunity. In this case, Haley Warner does an immense amount of the heavy lifting, because not only does she constantly chime in to tell us, what the fuck is happening, but she fills out all sorts of songs with, all kinds of vocals and harmonies.
Round now we go as the stars come a-waltzing, and history's lurch between refined and profane. Drink to the spacer, the last starlight chaser. Attend now the tale of the puppet shades. The hole where you bury your mind, as all falls around you outside. The still silent running of blissful libation. Retreat by inertia, synthetic stagnation. Your time in the world outside this elation is done. Run, fool, go run.
Haley Warner. I especially wanted her for the narrator in this because I find her incredibly versatile. You can put a huge range of hats on her, and yet she retains a very strong, sort of iconic personal presence no matter which hat she's wearing. So she's perfect for the role. So things involving Haley's narrator do start to get a bit funky in Puppet Shades 4, but that's a long way away from this particular discussion. It's enough to know that Puppet Shades absolutely utilizes a narrator to make sure the listener has a firm grasp of the events they're listening to, and of course is an interesting character in their own right, who we begin to play with in greater earnest a bit down the line, well into the storyline. All right, well, see you all next time, and catchphrase, Have a Day was really good. That the history guy does that one. He's a good choice. Anyway,